The Trump administration is having a tough time with TikTok and the TikTok users. First, they trolled Trump during his Tulsa rally where they reserved a bunch of tickets and of course never showed up. And now they're flocking to the Trump 2020 Apple app and leaving negative reviews. Now, why would they do that? Was there anything that could have led to their decision to target his app? Well, it could have something to do with the fact that the Trump administration itself wants to get rid of TikTok and possibly ban it in the United States. In fact, here's Mike Pompeo talking about it with Laura Ingraham.
With respect to Chinese apps on people's cell phones, I can assure you the United States will get this one right too, Laura. I don't want to get out in front of the president, but it's something we're looking at.
Would you recommend that people download that app on their phones tonight, tomorrow, anytime currently?
Only if you want your private information in the hands of the Chinese Communist Party.
No, I wouldn't want that. I mean, I only want my private information in the hands of multinational corporations and the US government and law enforcement agencies. That makes me feel a lot better. Now, the CEO for TikTok is an American. He claims that the private information of its users has never been given to the Chinese government. I don't believe anyone. I don't trust anyone. We've heard the same lies when it comes to other social media apps. So just know that anything that you share with a private company is going to be used by that private company. So you should be suspicious, you should be skeptical, protect yourself, protect all of your private information. With that said though, TikTok users love TikTok and they didn't love that interview with Pompeo. They didn't love the Trump administration targeting TikTok specifically. And so one of the more popular TikTok users, Yori Black, actually came up with the idea of targeting Trump's app. Take a look.
Now, we all have heard by now that the Trump administration actually does plan on completely banning TikTok from America, but I got a plan. Now, I know everybody's kind of freaking out right now because if they do, for whatever reason, decide to ban it, then there's not really much that we can do besides switch to other platforms. But Gen Z don't go down without a fight. So with that being said, let's go to war. All right, now step one. We did this before, but I think it's time we do it again. All right, now I need you to open up your app store and go to the official Donald Trump app. Step two, I need you to go to the section where you actually give a review. Step three, I need you to leave the worst possible review that you can think of.
I remember being that happy and enthusiastic before like my soul died. But that was his call to action. And the whole idea behind it is, if you have enough negative reviews, maybe the Apple store will take the app down. But that's unfortunately not how it works. It's not going to impact Donald Trump's election app or campaign app, I should say, in that way. But if you do want to know what the reviews look like so far, I did get a screen grab and it does include one of the reviews. So right now, Trump is at 1.2 out of 5 stars for his app. But to be fair, he's used to low approval ratings. So it's not like, this is something he isn't prepared for. And you can read that review right there where the person says, I'm not even part of the whole Gen Z thing, trying to remove the app. I seriously got the app because I wanted to see what Donald Trump's plans were for the election and all that kind of stuff. But unfortunately, the app kept making my cell phone crash. So that's actually a genuine, sincere 1-star review. But yeah, it's pretty funny.
No, I love the way that they're fighting back. We try to do this systematically, and these kids just came up and was like in like a whirlwind, and they were like, "Why don't we just go step 1, step 2, step 3? Bam, you're screwed." Keep it going, brothers and sisters. I love it. So that's a great way to fight back, and I love that they're politically active. And just like I told you, both millennials and Gen Z, massively progressive.
It's not just the Trump administration that's trying to get rid of TikTok and possibly ban it in the United States. You have right-wing politicians like Matt Gaetz, who recently tweeted about how people in the US should delete the app. It shouldn't exist in the United States and patriots should delete it. And so TikTok users who are also on Twitter started trolling him and Jim Jordan. And so this is my favorite and also Brett's favorite example. Matt Gaetz is taking this adoption thing too far. First he adopts Nestor, 19, now some 56-year-old guy named Jim.
There is something really weird about that picture. And I'm not just talking about Matt Gaetz' suit. Matt Gaetz is listed as 5'7". Jim Jordan is listed as 6 feet. What kind of weird trick photography is this?
I thought that was Dave Rubin. Like, how much does Matt Gaetz look like Dave Rubin in that picture?
Oh, I thought you meant Jim Jordan. He's getting old.
Yeah, no, he looks like he's struggling there. The hair, that shirt, like everything's just kind of a mess.
Yeah.
But anyway.
And then there was a lot of tweets about how Matt Gaetz looks like he's auditioning for Godfather 7. And Jim Jordan looks like he might be a guy who was a former wrestling coach who covered up for perverts who were molesting kids. Oh, right, he did.
It does blow my mind. I mean, when you consider the fact that like Devin Nunes was implicated in the whole impeachment investigation because of the communications that he had with Ukrainian officials, and he didn't disclose that during the investigation. You have these insane and disgusting accusations against Jim Jordan when it comes to the accusers of that molestation and how he helped to cover up for that. And there's still, I mean, nothing, not a big deal. I mean, there's a big discussion and debate about cancel culture in this country. And there's many critiques. We don't have time to get into it all now, but I will say that the people deserving of getting canceled very rarely get canceled. The Jim Jordans of the world, not getting canceled. Constantly get supported by their Republican constituents. It's amazing.
Well, I'll say one last thing about that. I remember when there were rumors that Dennis Hastert had molested kids as a wrestling coach. He was a former leader of the Republicans in the House. Turns out he did. He got convicted. And that's only after he stepped down from power, though. There was Larry Craig, rumors that he was with men in bathrooms all over Washington, D.C. It turns out that was true while he was passing anti-gay legislation. There were rumors that Republican Mark Foley was trying to sleep with interns, young boys. That turned out to be true. So now they're like, oh, Jim Jordan, what are the chances that he covered up for a child molester, while he was a wrestling coach? Well, the chances are sky high. There's 5 witnesses that say so. So that's the reality.
When you sign up for a spend and save account at aspiration.com/TYT, we will plant 10 trees. Let's save the planet together.